dollar index is all about is up to, then we can now use that to generalize our bias on the market. So yesterday I told you guys that I'm expecting dollar index to hit 95.800. So we said it here on live section yesterday. I told you guys that I'm expecting dollar index to take out this high. And you guys see, after the whole thing, market came back to do was take out the high. So yeah. So now today now I'm expecting dollar index to be weak. Reasons to that is that some fundamental reasons, in fact, and weekly profile too, the weekly profile too. So I knew definitely that dollar index was going to come back to this region and do as if it wants to go higher, thereby leading so many people to take buy entry on dollar index. But if you guys look, you guys see I highlighted this area. There is liquidity resting on that region. So basically, I am expecting dollar index to do some kind of stuff like this. So I'm expecting dollar index to do some kind of stuff like this, bounce up, probably come back to somewhere around this region, then drop. This is what I'm expecting from dollar index this morning. So I want to see dollar index drop and clear these lows of yesterday. So I want it to be cleared. So that's basically what I'm looking at for dollar index this morning. So there's no much long talk. So I'm expecting dollar index to drop and clear this, and probably by Monday we might continue from here and continue going higher. So we cannot say for now. So basically this is just what I'm looking at for dollar index. I'm expecting dollar index to be weak. I'm expecting it to be weak. So this is what I'm looking at for dollar index this morning. So now understanding what we are looking at for dollar index this morning. So let's look at so just like what I said here. So I'm looking at to see if the market can come back to somewhere around this region and probably drop. So if it can come back to somewhere around this region, it's a good area to do what, to sell, having your stop loss just beneath the high, just above the high, just very simple as that. So you see somewhere around this region, you find that entry. So that's just it for dollar index. I'm expecting dollar index to be weak today. We have liquidities resting here. I want them to come and clear. So let's look at GBPUSD, USD and gold. So earlier on I took a bullish entry on GBPUSD. So I think at night where I was sleeping, it hit 20 pips already. So currently I'm on this trade, and as you can see, the trade is going back to my entry point. So for now I'm still holding for now. So now looking at this trade now, so yesterday we talked about you guys selling somewhere around this region. Told you guys to sell somewhere around this region, thereby anticipating that I'm expecting the market to break this high, then drop. So I was expecting the market to drop all throughout yesterday. So you see the market gave a bearish entry somewhere around here. We took a sell, then it gave us 37 pips, and the market reversed and started pushing higher. So as you can see, they went to take out Wednesday's high, then thereby taking out the New York high on this thing. This London high, actually New York high on Tuesday. So now they took it out and got to this region and got rejected. So they got rejected on that. They got rejected on this region. So thereby coming back to break structure again. We have structures break to the downside. Structures has been broken to the downside. So basically now, what am I looking out for now? So I knew definitely this market was kind of try to correct back to give a bearish entry around somewhere around this region. So we're expecting market to come back somewhere around this region to give a bearish entry. So now, owing to the fact that I know that okay, I'm expecting a bearish entry here, so we had a run of liquidities here. So I'm taking off my entry here. So if you are not on this trade, you can get in here now. Just have your stop loss below this low. So this is approximately how many pips? 6 pips. So or you can actually make it risk free, make it more risk, having 13 pips stop loss where my original stop loss is. So this is just it on GBPUSD. So you guys can get in on GBPUSD now. So now, having understood that, so your first target should be this region. Yeah, 20 pips. You guys could target 20 pips here. So now Then aside that, let's look at Euro USD to see if there is anything we could get from that region. So let's look at Euro USD. So here on Euro USD, so yesterday, what did we see on Euro USD? So yeah, yesterday on Euro USD, I told you guys that okay, I was expecting this market to drop around 1.36350, and the market already dropped. Then I told you guys I was kind of I would want to sell somewhere here. So unfortunately, while the market went up, it cleared. Then I told you guys I wanted to have a stop loss above this side. It took out my stop loss. So immediately my stop loss was taken out. I knew definitely this was a sell market. I was very certain about my direction of the market. So I re-engaged above this level while I saw the candle formation on 5 minutes. So immediately I saw this exhaustion on the candlestick. Immediately I saw the exhaustion on the candlestick, I re-engaged again. So I took part on this sell trade all down here. So now I also sent signal to you guys to sell around 1.13500. So I think this was my mistake to put you guys on a little bit drawdown before the market went to you guys favor. So I was outside, I was not on system. So yeah, we sold again around 1.13500. We had about 6.5 pips drawdown before the market went down to our favor. So you see, if you would have sold around 1.13500, you would have made close to how many pips? 46 pips. So in total, I took this down to here, which is 60 pips approximately. So now coming back to today, so let's go to 1 hour time frame. So now we have liquidity here which has been taken out. So I was anticipating this market to run into this other block here on 30 minutes. So let's go to 30 minutes. So you see we have another block there around 1.12950. So I was expecting this to come down to 1.12950 to give me a bullish entry. So how many pips did this entry miss? So the entry was missed by 6.7 pips. So now I was expecting it to come down to that region. So you guys could see, what did the market do? The market took out, let's go to 15 minutes time frame. So the market took out previous day's low, then thereby breaking of structure to the upside. We have a break of structure to the upside. So we have a break of structure to the upside. So now basically I would have expected this market to come back 1.13050 to give an entry. So but the issue here now is that around 1.13350 is a region where I was looking to see the market continue selling. So now basically for me I would say that I don't have anything to trade on Euro USD again, because this is basically the move I was anticipating. This move is what I was anticipating. So now I was anticipating. If you watch now, you see that I wanted to buy here, then exist here, because I was expecting this market to sell here. Exactly what it did. You guys see that it got to that point immediately and rejected. So here on Euro USD, I don't have any setup currently. I'm not trading Euro USD again today. So I'm completely staying off Euro USD because my objective on Euro USD has been met. So take note that in general, I'm expecting Euro USD to continue dropping. In general, I'm expecting Euro USD to continue dropping. Do we get that? So now, having understood that there is nothing I'm looking out for on Euro USD now. So let's look at so as maybe the market could continue coming up to somewhere, I don't know, but currently I'm staying off Euro USD. This is playing around. So let's look at gold. So here on gold, so you see I was expecting gold to see if gold could take out this low, then probably give me an entry. So this is what I was looking at on gold. So I was listening to see something like this, then come back up, then give me, then push higher. So I was expecting to go to come back to somewhere around this region you see I marked. So this is where I'm expecting this goes to trade back to them before we'll be expecting goes to probably sell. So unfortunately the market just took out what is it called? The market took out liquidities here on previous days low, then I think it gave an entry on lower time frame. No, it did not. It did not. So it just took out the liquidity and it's already going higher. It's already going higher. So the expected move already has, assuming the market even came back to somewhere around this region, it would have been a good places to buy. This would have been a good place to buy. Yeah, by having a stop loss here. But see, the market is already going. So we don't have anything. So it's Friday, so you guys should trade safe, trade safe. So this is basically what I have